Yeah, Kanishka, please start the session.
Good evening, esteemed guests and distinguished panelists. I am Kanishka Sharma, a first year MBA student at IILM Greater Noida. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for being a part of a second webinar, Alumni Success Stories. A special thanks to our esteemed alumni, Mr. Harshal Dilwali and Mr. Vamshi Devra Sethi, for joining us today. We also have amongst us Dean School of Management, Dr. Akhil Damodaran, Associate Dean, Dr. Syed Shehzeb, Associate Professor, Dr. Shivi Mittal, and Senior Management Admissions, Ms. Shikha. Now, I would kindly request Dr. Akhil Damodaran to take the stage and share a few words to commence this webinar. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Aishka, for that introduction. And I also want to introduce Dr. Nihar. He is the Director of School of Management, and he is here in the panelist as well. So, Dr. Nihar, you can say hi to the team. And
absolutely. Dr. Akhil, I'll just say a couple of words. As you know, I'm heading somewhere. So before you bring in your perspective of the School of Management, I would like to really thank our esteemed alumni for joining us today and taking time out of their schedule to interact with our prospective students. I would just like to say that one of the things that sets IILM University apart is its long-standing legacy. So it's over 2 decades of legacy of management education, which has created, more than 15,000 alumni across the country. I think that is something very, unique. A lot of our alumni are now in very senior positions across different industries, very well placed, highly successful careers. And today we have a couple of them who will share their stories in terms of, why they chose to do their MBA with IILM. What was their experience during the IILM MBA program, and then how did they use that MBA to build a successful career? So, alumni are a very important part of any institution. They play a very active and strong role in terms of the betterment of this institution. And IILM's alumni, I should say, have always come back and given a lot to its alma mater by helping our students, our MBA students, in terms of preparing for placements, mentoring them, providing them career counseling, helping them make career choices, even to the extent that they come and do mock GDPI training for them during the placement time. I think the alumni are always available for any of the IILM MBA students to get in touch with and just, talk to somebody who's been there and done that before them. So I would just like to say that at IILM right now, we are heading into a new trajectory. We have turned into university a couple of years ago, and the School of Management has a brilliant team in place with Dr. Akhil Damodaran as the Dean, somebody who's an IIT Delhi pass out, worked with UPS as a cluster head for a long time. Dr. Syed Shehzeb, who's coming from very well reputed institute as well. So we have got a very strong team who is trying to create a business school for the future. So if you see the curriculum now, it is NEP aligned, so it is aligned with the National Education Policy. We are also focusing a lot on the skill development of the student. So for example, a lot of focus is on technological skill development in analytics, etc., which complements the management knowledge, because today the student is expected to have this holistic set of skills when they go and seek jobs within the management landscape. So Akhil will tell you more about that, and I hope that you have a fantastic journey throughout this webinar. Thank you for joining, and once again I would like to thank the alumni for joining this session. And over to you, Dr. Akhil.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nia. So, setting the tone of this particular panel here. So, before I get to the alumni discussion, I want to really tell exactly what this MBA program is all about. So, in Ireland, especially to be very frank, because of the post-COVID world has completely changed, and the way the industry's outlook has completely changed, because of which we have completely redesigned the whole MBA program. So, the main 3 pillars on which this MBA program is: the first is to have the best hardcore management principles aligned with what the students and industry is, which includes HR, finance, marketing, strategy, etc. Apart from that, it is important that the student understands the emerging technology landscape. It's not only that the student understand how to work on the analytics, but point is they should also understand how this technology is trying to impact each and every industry. And for that, we make sure that the student not only understands the technology, but also have an experiential learning with the industry and the ecosystem aside. And that's the main core principle in the semester system, which we have now started. Apart from that, because of the NEP principle being added in the MBA, now students have an option that not only they learn the major in whatever domain they want to, but also they want to learn certain things from other schools as well. They can learn it. For example, you can have your major, let's say in analytics, and you can have a minor in computer science, and you can have a major in, let's say, economics, and you can have a minor, let's say in law or other subjects. So that's the basic changes which we have done in MBA is to make sure the student understand holistically the ecosystem, the core function of the management principle, and also should have the futuristic understanding of exactly how the emerging technologies and how the leadership will be in the next coming future. With this in mind is exactly how we have designed the whole curriculum. So with this in mind, I think I can give my charge to Dr. Shreya Saze to continue to the panel discussion, and to all the students who are attending it. Have your questions in the chat box after the discussion once has happened, because it's a huge opportunity. I think you should maximum utilize it. To Harkesh once, Harkesh, are you there in the webinar?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Harkesh, can you make it live if you have no issue?
We will upload this recording after, I think.
Okay.
As ma'am suggested.
Because that would have been much better for the students who are maybe outside this ecosystem. They can also join in and see. Anyways, up to you. Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Sheze. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. So I am picking up where the Dr. Riyaz left off. Sorry, Dr. Akhil left off. So if I'm talking about the MBA program in School of Management, so our program employs a experiential learning approach to guarantee active learning involvement for students. So what does it mean? So this method's learning through a practical experience. So in the MBA programs, definitely students and attend the lectures to establish the foundation knowledge of the business and management topics. The faculty also utilize field trips, immersion lab experience, at the same time, brief industrial projects, interactive workshops. It is all to enable students to analyze data, access information, and apply their knowledge to tackle the challenges. The majority of the course also is a case-based approach, placing students in a decision-making roles to cultivate their decision-making abilities, and also fosters peer learning dynamics within the classroom. And I just mentioned the experimental learnings, which means there are some examples of experimental learning. It might say that consultancy challenges is one, startup challenges, CXO series, and at the same time, alumni mentorship program. So the alumni mentorship program, under this particular program, and students will provide a dedicated alumni support for guidance and career progression, corporate lives. Alumni role is very important because it also help our students to understand how to navigate the pressure and expectations of life in a management school. This particular cell of our university serves a vibrant bridge connecting the past, present, and also a future of our institution. Comprising a dedicated individual passionate about the nurturing lifelong relationship, this cell also create a thriving network of alumni who remains deeply connected to our alma mater. Our vision is actually very clear. Our vision is to cultivate the sense of belonging among our graduate, fostering a community where experiences are shared, knowledge is exchanged, and also bonds are strengthening. We strive to uphold the legacy of our students by engaging, empowering, and inspiring our alumni. And if I go further, the basic objective of all this is engagement, mentorship, professional development, and also a giving back. If I say giving back, that means we promote a philanthropy and encourage alumni to give back to the alma mater, supporting our students' research initiatives and infrastructure development. I think that concludes my part. For more details, I believe Dr. Shivi, who oversees the exact alumni cell, is the best person to provide the insight into what alumni cell is currently engaged in and its upcoming plans. So thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to take a moment to introduce Dr. Shivi Mittal. She is the Associate Professor and Area Chair with over 15 plus of invaluable experience in accounting and finance. In addition to this, she oversees the Alumni Relations Cell at IILM University. I am truly honored to have her share her experience and expertise on the Alumni Cell at IILM. Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Kanishka, for the introduction. Good afternoon, one and all present. Hello, dear students. So, I want to tell you first about alumni relation cell. So, may I know how, the students should know about that, what is alumni relation cell, what are the activities being done. And so I just wanted to give the overview of alumni relation cell. So basically, it is known as Alumni Association, or you can say in short, we call it ARC. So it is a department or organization within a university or educational institution that is dedicated to engage and maintain connections with former students who have graduated. So after they have graduated, uh, called as alumni. So the primary objective of an alumni relation cell is to foster a sense of belonging, sense of lifelong connections among alumni, as well as between alumni and their alma mater. And this is typically achieved through various activities and initiatives which aimed at, in this we encourage our alumni to stay connected with each other and with the university through networking events, through reunions and social media platforms. We also, keep our alumni informed about university news, developments, and upcoming events through newsletters, emails, and social media updates also. Here, the university or the institutions also provide the support in terms of the resources. Like we in IILM have digital library, we have different sport activities. So these all resources are also being accessible with our alumni. And we also do mentorship programs. Uh, we are also in plan and propose with different kind of life learning programs for our alumni, where they are specifically tailored for alumni, which includes updates on the latest industry trends and best practices, which will help in their overall professional development. Uh, Apart from this, IILM always maintain its legacy in recognizing and celebrates the achievements and contributions of outstanding alumni through awards and honors, showcasing their success as a testament to the quality of education provided by the alma mater. We had recently conducted our alumni meet on 16th March, whereby our alumni have joined us from their busy schedules. And we also conducted an award ceremony there, whereby we recognize and honor the achievements and contributions of our alumni. So if in my background, you will be, able to see the picture whereby our alumni are being awarded. So we are in process of working over alumni chapters in different regions as well to maintain a strong presence of alumni community beyond the campus. So here we plan to organize social gatherings, reunions, and homecoming events to strengthen alumni ties and bonding. So I would also love to request to follow our social media pages for all the updates, and the link will be posted afterwards in the to you separately, so that you will follow the updates whatever being posted on those social media links. So hereby, I would love to call our alumni, Mr. Harshal Dilwali, uh, who is from the batch of 2018-20. Mr. Dilwali is a director, CEO at Clarissa Group. He is a celebrated entrepreneur and a renowned figure in hospitality and real estate industry. Mr. Harshal is recognized as the entrepreneur of the year 2021-22 as an MBA gold medalist also. He is a renowned speaker and influential youth icon, inspiring others to excel in their career. His vision and leadership continue to propel Clarissa Group to new heights of success, setting benchmarks for industry standards and inspiring future generations of entrepreneurs. So I would like to request Mr. Harshal Dilwali to take over the stage. Over to you, Mr. Harshal.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for an inspiration words. And I am truly blessed to be one of the students from IILM. And it feels my privilege to be back again at IILM and getting this opportunity to interact with the students who are really aspiring to become one of the, coming up members of the IILM family. So when I recently joined, IILM in 2018, it is very recent. So everybody has got that one thing in one's mind, that why IILM? Why not any other university? Because if you see in this area, there are more than 10,000 students who are graduating as an MBA graduates and from the very different universities. But why IILM? So basically, ILMs gives you an opportunity to, you know, get over your fears of life. So some of the fears, what I also had, that I cannot become a entrepreneur ahead, or maybe any other thing. Basically, ILM helped me to transform my dreams, my journey into reality. That was the biggest thing. So as an entrepreneur, what I learned in those 2 years were very memorable for me, very useful for me in the next coming few years of my business, what I'm doing right now. So if I talk about my journey at ILM, so the quality of education what I got, it's something like no other institute would have given me. They gave me the opportunity to explore myself, to also to cater my skills in front of the teachers. So all the professors, what I can say, that is the one big thing. Because you see, there is one quote, what we say, that a small fish is not spotted in a big sea, but a smaller fish can be spotted in a small pond. So if you think that what ILM is right now offering is a mentorship program where a teacher or a professor has been one of the mentors to all the students, which is catering to their needs, where all the students is lacking in those 2 years of curriculum, and those all things which really help the students to become a corporate fit in the future. And that's what it helped me. So if I talk about in technical form, yes, when I became one of the directors in the company, I was not an MBA. I was just first year student. So that becomes a lot of difference. So at that moment of time, I could not give so much of input to my company. And as soon as I graduated as an MBA graduate, I could see myself growing and my company also growing along with me. So that was the biggest change I could see. I could just make it in a more formal way, and I could see my company at a big height. And this is all because of the experience, the exposure, and what all I have learned in ILM. That is what the main thing is, because I was not here for any of the job opportunities or any of the things. My goal was very much set, that I want to gain knowledge in every four departments which they were offering: marketing, sales, HR, operation, finance. Because as an entrepreneur, you cannot only devote to any one major stream. Though my major was entrepreneurship and my minor was marketing, but I made sure in those 2 years I made myself more diverse in studying all these four subjects thoroughly. So this helped me a lot in focusing in life more in towards my business. And the second biggest opportunity what ILM gave me was a student exchange program to Finland. I think that gave a boost to my career ahead. Because when you meet the students outside India, you could feel where do we lack or where do they lack. I felt when as a representing India in part of ILM was a great opportunity, and standing ahead in front of the other institutions, because they do not give those opportunities as compared to what ILM has given. What I could experience in a country like Finland, being one of the happiest nations in the world and one of the biggest, technology hub, where the Nokia is one of the major brands, and some more brands have been also developed by the, Finnish people. So if you are competing with those types of people in the market, In this dynamic world, you need a change. And when you are sitting with those types of people, you get to know where you lack and where you stand in the market. And that's what I felt, that when I went to Finland, I could feel the change. And when I came back, I think my perspective towards doing the business totally changed. I could see that what things I could have implemented before going to ILM or before going to Finland was way ahead after coming back from Finland. So that was the biggest change in one's life. And that is the one goal what I had. I had to implement everything what I learned. Yes, that is true that only 40-50% of the things are applied in the business as compared to what we learn in the theory. But that is totally up to you, because teaching from a book is something very different, but you should know how the corporates work. That is what ILM is teaching you. That is the practical knowledge they are giving you. In my batch, I guess there were 206 students, I guess. And, most of them had a fear of speaking in front of, the students or giving the presentations. And if you're in a corporate world, everywhere you need to pitch. You need to pitch yourself. You need to sell yourself. So ILM gave me one thing, that if you're able to sell yourself to the people, you can sell anything in the world. So that's what I learned it. And that is why I feel very grateful that being in a wonderful institute like ILM, now it has become an ILM university, and it would give a bigger, a bigger picture for the students also, where they can have a good exposure as a university. And see, MBA degree every college gives you. Even the ILM will give you, MIT will give you, Bennett will give you, JL Bajaj will give you, every college will give you. It is you as a student who has to take up this course seriously and grab the things out, because the faculties which here are working are all from IIMs or maybe wonderful colleges, what I can say. So if they are devoting a time on you, then you should also devote an equal time to them, so that they also get motivated. So it is not the responsibility of only the teachers to just inculcate what knowledge they have in you. It is also the responsibility of the student. If they are spending so much in getting into this course, then in these 24 months of this journey at ILM, they should just have a before going, they should just leave a mark on it. So that is what the journey of ILM should be. And from my part, I guess, yes, I'm a proud alumni of ILM, and I cherish to be the one of the members, and my bond with ILM will go even stronger in the future. Thank you, Shri ma'am, and thank you, Zad sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Harshal. And I wanted to add one point where where you said that it is not only the teacher which who gives the 100% to the students, it is also the same efforts which students also has to put in. And because we faculty are preparing our students to ease their journey from campus to corporate. So that is very important to understand that what kind of I mean, positive efforts should be needed from the student side. Okay. I also wanted to add here that if you see my background image, we have recognized the efforts and achievements and contributions of our alumni, and Mr. Harshal is one of them. He was awarded with the award of Best Entrepreneur. Again, once again, congratulations, Mr. Harshal. Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Next we have Mr. Vamshi Devaraseti, a batch of 2015-17. Mr. Vamshi commenced his career journey at Airtel as an operational analyst, subsequently transitioning to Bandhan Bank, where he served as a territory manager for Delhi NCR within the retail assets division. During his tenure at Bandhan Bank, he attained recognition as the top performer in India for the year 2017. Following this, he assumed the role of, just a minute, leading the IHMR marketing team for health research and healthcare management programs across India. Presently, Mr. Vamshi holds the position of regional head at IILM University, overseeing marketing and outreach activities. I would request Mr. Vamshi to please share his experiential journey ahead. Over to you, Mr. Vamshi.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for the introduction of mine. Maxim Herschel has told how ILM has been enriched him in the journey of his entrepreneur group of companies of Clarissa and as well as another company is already having it. So I just don't want to waste much time because I'm also an aspirant at one point of time where came up with a very big dreams from tier 2 city of Telangana Warangal to Delhi NCR region for IILM. So I've chosen IILM exchange program. I've done one of my masters in international business in Forschler Dortmund University, and I've been one of the topper over there. And how IILM made me independent, flexible, and non-dependable person and changing according to the time with my own transformation skill and building a very good business network and as well as very good human relations. So I've been studied in Germany with European Union country students who belong to Poland, Romania, Germany, Spain, and as well as Finland, and as well as France. So there are 8 countries along with India started the journey in Germany. So they came back to us. So we have done a project with my team members. Been selected as the top 100 business plan competitions of European Union NIPS competition, where it be held 28 countries. And afterwards, after completion of your 1 year, we came back. And in our internship, I have chosen iDecide. It's in the, you can say, top 5 firms of the country. Olive Touch Healthcare Services under iDecide is an mobile application for healthcare records to be digitalized, where the parents' medical records has been accessed by the children who are settled down in abroad. And as well as it is the first one of the apps in the country where we tied up with the private label hospitals like Fortis, Medanta, Apollo. All the medical records would be stored at one place where the patients doesn't want to retake the test and the diagnosis and the CT scans whenever there is a requirement of that. So with this business plan and this idea, I've been raised 30 lakhs investment in Accelerate Tirupati of Andhra Pradesh government under CM Mr. Chandrababu Naidu in the year 2016. So with the entrepreneurial journey as a business leader, so what I got to know is that, so as an employee also in the corporate as well as anywhere else, you're right now in this business world, you can become an entrepreneur or entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is nothing but a person is working in the company and he's an entrepreneur aspiration where the companies invest in you for their upcoming businesses. And you can also be entrepreneur side by side if there is no conflict of interest. So the ultimate aim for the management students in the world is to become an employer, not an employee. First thing, right? So that type of curriculum has been driven at IILM group of institutions, and as well as I belong to IILM Greater Noida for the batch 15-17. So if you see in my batch, I had a network of around 21 state students. We are in touch with us, right? So how network helps you? I'll just tell you that. So I'm currently a strategic director of one of our NBFC. His founder is Mr. Avinash Dubey. He's my batchmate. He hailed from Gorakhpur, and we have an NBFC in Meerut. So I've been one of the strategic director, and I am also have my own startup currently as well. Harshal also knows that. We plan to have my all my products in Clarissa resorts of different places in the pandemic, but that project did not go up. So I have Wild Tails honey, Wild Tail fruits. Under that, we started organic honey, and now we have different range of products as well. And not only that, I'm doing my 3rd master's in data science and business analytics from University of Texas, Mecom. So why all these things are required? So if you want to become a business leader, you have to transform yourself according to the times. So that type of attitude and skill as given by IILM, the curriculum they have driven, and they made the curriculum most of the time inspired from IIM ABC, because we used to have a tie-up with IIM ABC. The faculty from IIM Calcutta, Krishna Reddy sir, still I remember his classes in financial derivatives. So he's very calm and he's very friendly to the students. He used to stay in the guest house of us. We used to meet meet at night, and we had a longer discussions. And we had a lot of fights with the students, mainly my friends, because always they would be free riders in your team for doing a group assessments and the team projects. So students usually think when you're studying all these case studies, all these theoretical subjects, how could be helpful in the practical corporate world? Actually, that helps a lot. So we used to think that whenever we used to get a case study at night, 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, that you have to submit that project by tomorrow, 9:30 or 10. The same thing happens. The same thing happens in the corporate, or else even if you have your own business, that happens every day. That you have to right away move out to do this project. Right? So that's the reason the B schools and the universities are training the students in such a manner they should be ready for the corporate world, right? And not only that, so we have a lot of things apart from academics. Along with academics, we used to do that. We are participants of the sports, we are the participants of the cultural activities, we are the participants of the business plan competitions. So I participated with my own team. So Mr. Nitesh and Keshav. Mr. Nitesh is currently working as a senior analyst manager in IDC of Dubai. And Keshav is a strategist manager in Berlin technical company. And he also represented his IoT, how it is going to change in Google main center. So we used to have a lot of projects. So we went for IIT Kharagpur for the business plan competition. How we have been rejected. So we failed in that. We are very happy to learn that. But after that, we have won the business plan competition conducted by Axis Bank national level. So this we have done day to compete. Now it is unstopped. So you are the actual person where you drive your own career and your future. And at IILM, you have always a helping hand. So you can directly go to the faculty or the industrial mentors where they come from industries. And you also have the alumni network and your seniors. So you are the first person to go and ask them. If you're sitting at one place, nothing is going to go given by anyone to you in this present practical world, because no one has that much of time. So you have to be at back of the lives of people where you want to fulfill your objectives, goals, and your dreams. Right. So that type of foundation as laid by me. So that's the reason I've been surviving in Delhi NCR from the past 2015. It's been 9 long years in Delhi NCR. People say that you're a person from southern part of the country, how you are able to survive over here. So you can say that currently the role which I'm in, so that is given to a person who's having at least experience of 12 to 14 years as per the industry. So currently with my 6.5, 7 years of experience, I have that. So many of the students would be having a question that from corporate, sir, why you have came back to your own university? Many of the people would have been the same question and doubt. So what I observed when I was studying in Germany, so there, the education institutions and the corporates work on same line. My professor, Mr. Gerger Buglambert, is a strategic director of Henkel. And my Philip Bushler is an international business faculty for us. He's a strategic director of 3M company, which is known to be the first world Six Sigma certified company of Fortune 500. Right. So all the strategic decisions are taken by our faculty over there, because there, the education and the industry work on the same line. And that same thing is going to happen in India within no time of 6 to 10 years. So at that point of time, every university is nothing but less than a corporate consulting institution or an organization. Because the youngsters, you people, because when I was young, most of the things would be done by me in an organization. The same with my friends as well, because young students, young professional comes with the creativity. They know the present market trends. They know what is happening, and they know the skills and the tools which are required presently compared to a person who's having 15 to 20 years of work experience. So that's the reason I came back to this, and my ultimate aim is to become owner of an institution, to start my own industry-driven, skill-based institution. So I take, I go around the globe. I go around the pan-Indian states where I train the students of +2 graduation and the CAT and CMAT coaching institutions and ZAT coaching institutions. And I have my own projects. I published 2 of my papers in international journals as well while I'm studying itself. So I think we have to open forum so you can ask us the questions. So this is my journey. You can just see the success cannot be measured with ultimate, something has to be achieved. So what I was before coming to IILM and what I'm currently and what I'm pursuing after 10 years, what I want to become. So the comparison between your past life, your present life, and predicting the future of your own, that actually gives you the success. So there is no any limitation for the success. It's complete journey, and no one can say that I'm successful because you know the best you are successful or not. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Vamshi, for giving not only giving insights but also put light on various and important aspects of that how one becomes successful after taking the degree from a university. Here, I just wanted to add one more thing that how our existing students are being benefited by the opportunities. So in past also we organized various networking sessions where alumni can connect with each other. Like today we had organized this webinar. And there in past also we had invited our alumni through in the orientation programs, in guest sessions, in guest talks, webinars, group discussions, mentoring sessions also. And different such activities like business idea competitions, whereby there would be the open networking opportunities for our existing students with alumni will be opened. So hereby I would like to request Kanishka to please ask the students if they would have any questions to ask from our alumni.
If anyone is having any questions, please feel free to write it in the text box.
So first question is for you. Please address the question.
I want to know from you, how is IILM, because you are studying there, how you feel there. So Ritesh Pandey is asking this question. It is great to be a part of IILM, Ritesh. We get so many opportunities. We have so many events, starting from the cultural events. Then we had alumni meet recently, and a lot of other events as well. So it is not just studying all the time. We do enjoy. We do have fun. We do learn a lot of things. So yeah, it is amazing. Anyone else, if you are having any questions from the panelists, please feel free to write it in the chat box. Yes, it is definitely worth it, Ritesh.
So, Ritesh, I just wanted to add one point over here, as Mr. Vamshi has also addressed that it is up to you that how you will take the things ahead in your life.
Yes.
You better know that at what point of time you will become successful and how the things had to be taken into consideration as far as the maximum utilization of the things has been considered. So when we teach the theory of optimism, so optimal utilization means that the things are with you, the things is being provided to you. It is up to you that how you gonna take it, Ritesh. So there is a question from Palomi Dan. What is the most important to being successful person? So from our panelists and our alumni, if anybody wanted to address this question.
So what is the most important
Being successful person?
So Pallavi, as I clearly mentioned you, most successful. So I don't think so that there is a definition exactly theoretical thing for most successful thing, because uh, you always compete even at a higher level of top 10 people of the world, right? So you cannot say that Elon Musk has been successful when he became the world's wealthiest person in the number one position. Now he's been slipped again, a person again went back to that. So ups and downs would be very, very quite common. It would be a roller coaster. So successful. So wherever you are working, like example, your XYZ company, XYZ role. So wherever you're working in that role, you have to be the best. You have to be the best in that industry and in that role, whatever you're doing it. So if you think that Polomi is leaving my company, so the employer, otherwise the business leader has to think, if Polomi is leaving my company at this point of time, so I have to recruit 4 people or 3 people at least to fit in to handle the responsibilities and operations like Polomi used to do. It's the same manner coming back to the company. So when it comes to the company, if a person is investing in Uttarakhand or UP, suddenly he's moving out his investments to another state or another country because of a lot of regulations. So the government approaches him. If it's one of the better person who's contributing to the GDP of that particular state, and try and convince, even the CM may also meet him that why you're not investing again in our state? What happened? So if you are capable of developing that acumen, that is success for me. So the success would maybe different. So for that, what are the things required? One, consistency, right? Whatever you do it promptly, make it a habit, and increase the efficiency of work, whatever you're doing with a increase of your effectiveness in the output. Compare the output day by day, weekly, monthly, year on year, change according to the times, try to adapt failures as well. Sometimes your prediction goes wrong. You may start again from 0 right away from 1,000, but you should not fear that. Yeah. I may some sort answered your question, Pauline.
One student is asking what not to do in a 2-year MBA program. Interesting question.
That's a very interesting question. So there is
Yeah.
one line which is a very famous line. So do whatever you want to do, but don't trouble us and your parents. So in that way, I really want to say, okay, so we have a fixed curriculum, and apart from our curriculum, we have other activities, as Kanishka already mentioned. So just believe the process, just have patience, and just take a instruction by us and do what we are actually teaching. Just try to get those things very seriously. There are few things which initially students don't want to take very seriously. For example, the attendance and other stuff. So just try to be more focused, and definitely you'll get whatever you want from MBA program in IILM University.
Even I have an answer to that, like what not to do in an MBA program. I think just don't repeat your mistakes, because as a student, I've done many mistakes, but just learn from them and move on. So one thing that you should not do is keep repeating the same mistakes. One person is asking the career opportunities in business analytics course. Sir, do you want to answer this?
Wait, Vamshi sir, I think so will be better. But if I talk about in career opportunities in business analytics course, see, there are a lot many companies who are looking for business analytics, and even every company needs a specialist who has got a business analytics skills. But it's totally up to you. Just taking up the course and thinking that you will be getting hired is a very tough call. So it is a very competitive world, it is a very dynamic world. As I'm repeating it, you have got a lot of career opportunities. You have got opportunities in any of the these sectors. If you talk about hospitality sector, healthcare sector, aviation, IT sector, or e-commerce business, or any other the sector which I play, because everybody is now dealing with numbers, analytics, scores, sales. So that what all is dependent upon the analytics. That is all business analytics. So it is all upon you, how talented you are and how you want to cater it.
All right. So I hope the
So,
students had understood The
There is one question from
okay.
Ritesh as well. Again, can a student get placed because students give money not in thousand, it's in lakh because I want to take admission. I want to know how it is. How is that after taking admission? Regret feel na ho, ma'am. So, ma'am,
Harshal, I think you're the right person to answer because
absolutely.
I had a word with Harshit. I had a long talk with him. So he's been pretty nervous. Harshal, I think you would be the right person. So you came from a business and political family, and as well as you had a vast experience. You came in IILM, and your cousin also studying currently. You can just answer him the right way.
See, being very frank to you, Ritesh, the placement is in your hand and not in the college hand. Here, all the big companies are coming, what I feel, and it was
So,
coming at my time also. And somewhere, what my company was also the part of ILM in the hiring processes. So there is one company and it is going to around all the colleges, right? And the vacancies are very less. So every company wants a talented chap. That is the only, the bitter truth of this, this industry. Of course, the industries will come, but it is upon you how talented you are. If you talk about what Vamshi is saying about me, yes, I was from a business family. But yes, I could see my friends who were my batchmates. Now they have been in their dream companies like Gartner, some are there in Amazon, and some more. So it's not that ILM will only help you in placing those in those domains or your dream company. It is on you how much you do your hard work, because the companies will come, but they will only pick and choose the students what they want and they feel will be competent for their companies to be capable of handling their work. And if I talk about myself, yes, I was from a business background, and my vision of joining the ILM was totally different from others, because I came here for a different purpose of just learning how to run the company. Because I wanted to be, a job giver rather than a job seeker. So what I encourage the students is, why are you just running after the jobs? Why can't you be a job creator in the future? Because India is now one of the the countries where maximum unicorn companies are coming up. So you should always have a big dream. If you see one of my speeches where I talk about 25 secrets of self-made millionaire, where I talk about those things. If you have got a big dream, a good mindset, hardworking, dedicated, disciplined, and lot more, then there is no obstacle to stop you from getting placed in your dream company or even opening your own company. And I don't think decisions of getting into an MBA will get into a decision of getting regretted. It is upon you whether you will feel that if you are growing or not. It is totally upon you. What I said, ILM will always make you feel special.
thank you, Ashil. I think your answer is having all the substance, but I just want to add something. So, Ritesh, think in that perspective. So, ILM is almost a 30-year-old university, and everything is very fixed here. So, as a teacher, as a curriculum, as a placement cell, and everything. The only variable is student. So we have a success ratio as well, and unfortunately, we have a failure ratio. But the good thing is the failure ratio is very less, very, very less. What I am saying, why I'm mentioning this, it's just because students are variable. So it is up to you how you treat yourself or how to get yourself up skills so that by the time the placement team will come, so you'll be ready for break or you'll be ready for any kind of job opportunity in the market. So it is up to you what Harshal already mentioned. I think this will actually clear your doubts, what he just said. And
And to add on, recently ILM has taken an initiative. Previously, placement and training team used to be together. But now, right away from the semester one, you would be having a specialized training department where they are only just concentrated on making your communication to a better point, at least starting level of a corporate world to entering, and your attitude, confidence level, how to get boosted, and placement centric trainings like Versant, Aptitude, and as well as your group discussion. case study based group discussions, director level interviews, or human resource planning interviews that has been there in your 4 semesters, completely distributed evenly. So you can also ask Kanishka that they always get into the training classes and training. You can also share the real experience, Kanishka, that how the trainings are going upon, how placement centric and internship centric, and what are the simulation programs we introduce, and how that simulation programs helps you to be industry ready. And we also introduced business solution program where a student has to find a problem in nearby area of any of the industry or your own company if you have that, and you have to find a specific solution for that, and you have to present in front of a dean and as well as your faculty mentor. So that will be part of your academic assessment. It's not just only for an extra exposure program. No, that would be part of your curriculum. So this gives you a lot of idea. So for solving a problem in while you're studying, first you have to do the industry analysis, then you have to do the computer analysis, then you have to analyze what are the more problems and gap areas. According to solve that problem, you have to approach a number of people in different departments like marketing, sales, analytics, operations. You have to go to your faculty. You have to take primary research, going to that company, talking to the people over there. So this helps you to be industry ready, and you would be getting an edge compared to other students because very few institutions in the country are having this business solution program as part of your curriculum. So that helps recruiters to identify you that these student has done something, because everyone does everything. But how frequently and how consistently and how effectively you have done that, that helps you in cracking the better placements and better profiles.
Right.
So
So
there
I
is one
hope all the
question.
doubts have been
Ma'am,
cleared
there's one question.
for
Does
Ritesh
IILM
Pandey.
provide?
No, I just
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
talk about Ritesh Pandey. So Ritesh Pandey is writing that thanks to all, he understands now everything. So thank you, Ritesh, to you as well. Okay. So there
So
is one more question. Yeah.
yeah, ma'am, there's one more
Elaborate more
question.
about industrial visit by Mausam.
And yeah, and the same question was there is anonymous certainly. Does IIM provide a practical knowledge industrial visit which help in enhancing my skills as I took admission for academic? So in my brief, I already mentioned, despite having the lectures to establish the fundamental knowledge of business and management topics, our IIM University also provide field trips, months lab experience, and the brief industrial projects, interactive workshop as well to enable students to analyze the current industry domain and apply knowledge to take challenges. The majority of course is also a case-based learning. So yes, we provide these kind of skills and to enhance our student and to get to ready for the coming jobs.
Valmeek saying
You are on mute, sir.
after doing MBA from IILM, can I go to other country?
Ma'am, I can answer this question better because that's truly because I was also after doing MBA, I wanted to migrate it to Canada, in the COVID time. So yes, I also did all the processes of IELTS and WES where our degrees are being evaluated. The best thing now is now ILM has become the university, and that moment of time you will get an MBA degree. So that will be counted as 2 years degree as compared to what it was PGDM, what the other countries somewhere it was counting as 1 year degree. So now if you want to migrate to any of these countries, you can easily get evaluated by WES, which is the world organization for getting evaluation for your, academics. And you can migrate to any countries, any top countries like, London, US, Canada, Australia, Europe, anywhere in the world. Because now, and previously also, because ILM is one of the recognized, universities with NAT certifications and all other, what all certifications are required. The ILM is fulfilling that and giving an opportunity to stand ahead. So I guess there is no problem in migrating to any of the countries.
Great answer.
Ma'am, I guess done for the day.
All right. So if there are any other questions from any of the student, we had already mentioned here that industrial visits, various networking sessions along with the speakers and experts from industry had been invited. I would like to add one more thing over here. Last year we had invited Mr. Mark Lennon, Professor Mark Lennon from Switzerland University to deliver the course on fintech. So he is a Fulbright scholar from Switzerland University, and he was invited here in IILM University. So these kind of sessions has also been conducted. And apart from this, industrial visit is just a small thing, so these are a regular kind of things in IILM University. And not only in IILM, but in other universities also. So I hope we all had cleared the doubts and the questions of you all. But if any one of you have the doubts further, you can call us, or you can also text us for further discussions. I hope. Okay.
I think there are no more
No
questions.
more questions now. Okay.
So thank you everyone. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to all of you for taking out time from your busy schedules to join us today. Your presence and valuable insights have truly elevated the success of this webinar. Also, please stay tuned for an upcoming masterclass, the details of which will be updated very soon. Thank you so much for joining in. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you.